Have you ever wondered why some guys, who aren't better looking than you, aren't richer than you, still attract women effortlessly? Have you ever asked yourself if you might be missing the hidden signals women are already giving you? And the biggest question, what if right now there's a girl who secretly likes you, but you have no idea? Most men look in the mirror and think, I'm average. I'm not that good looking. Girls don't notice me. You see other guys getting attention, compliments, laughter, eye contact across the room, and you wonder, why not me? Maybe I'm just not attractive enough. But here's the mistake. You're waiting for the wrong signals. You expect Hollywood moments, the girl walking straight up and saying, "You're handsome, give me your number." Real life doesn't work that way. Female attraction is subtle, hidden, psychological. And if you don't know what to look for, you'll miss it every single time. Here's the twist. The most attractive men are usually the most blind to it. They think they're invisible, when in reality women are already giving off body language, proximity cues, and subtle social clues. So don't blink, because in the next few minutes, I'll show you the exact signs a girl likes you, how to decode her body language, and why you're way more attractive than you've ever believed. Hit that like button now, and let's dive in, because missing these signals could cost you the opportunities you've been waiting for. Most men completely misread attraction because they expect it to look obvious. You've been trained by movies, TV shows, and social media to think attraction is dramatic. The girl drops everything to chase you. She blushes, stumbles over her words, and confesses how much she likes you. But let's be real, that's fiction. Out here in the real world, attraction is subtle, strategic, and way more psychological. If you're waiting for Hollywood signs, you're going to wait forever. Here's where most guys get it wrong. Men are wired to be direct. If a guy likes a girl, he asks her out, gets her number, or shoots his shot. That's how we think attraction works. So naturally, men assume women will play the same game. But women rarely show interest that way. They move in layers. They send indirect cues that protect them from rejection while still giving you the green light. It's like they're testing, do you notice me? Do you get it? Can you lead? And when you miss it, you walk away thinking you're not attractive, when in reality, she was right there waiting for you to make the move. And here's the irony. The men women actually find the most attractive often don't realize it. Why? Because they hold themselves to insane standards. They compare themselves to celebrities, influencers, or the loudest guy in the room. They're focused on what they don't have, instead of seeing how much value they already bring. Meanwhile, the guys who are average or even below average tend to overrate themselves. They think every smile means she's in love. That's why you end up with a twisted reality where the men with real options don't see them, and the men with no options convince themselves they're players. This misunderstanding doesn't just hurt your confidence, it changes how you show up. If you believe you're unattractive, you'll settle, you'll chase the wrong women, or you'll talk yourself out of opportunities you could have had. On the other hand, if you can finally see the truth, that women are already sending you signs, you unlock a completely different level of confidence. And that confidence makes you even more attractive, creating a loop that keeps leveling you up. So before we dive into the hidden signals themselves, you need to understand this core truth. Women don't communicate attraction the way you expect. Once you accept that, every glance, every shift in body language, every little move suddenly makes sense. And when you can read it, you'll stop underestimating yourself and start playing the game on your true level. So let's break down how female psychology actually works, because once you see the game they're playing, everything clicks. Let me give you an example. You're at a house party, chilling with your crew. You notice a girl who keeps ending up near you, first in the kitchen, then by the couch. later next to the speaker where you're hanging out. Each time it feels like coincidence. But when you really think about it, she's not talking to you, but always orbiting. That's not random. That's her running a proximity play. She's giving you multiple chances to notice her without making the first move. You ignore it? She fades. You engage? She lights up like she's been waiting the whole time. The moment you walk into a room, a woman's brain is scanning you automatically. It's not conscious. It's instant. In a few seconds, she's already picked up on your posture, the way you carry yourself, your grooming, your energy, and whether other people pay attention to you. Think of it like a silent radar system. She doesn't even have to say a word. Her brain is already running the math. Is this guy high value? Is he someone I'd want to be close to? Now here's where it gets interesting. When a woman feels attraction, it doesn't come out as clear, bold moves. Instead, she experiences what psychologists call an approach avoidance conflict. On one side, she wants to move toward you. She wants to be closer. But at the same time, she doesn't want to look desperate, risk rejection, or put herself in a vulnerable spot. That internal tug-of-war creates behaviors that seem confusing if you don't know what you're looking at. She might look at you, then quickly look away. She might circle near you, then act like it's all just coincidence. She might engage, then pull back. To the untrained eye, it feels random. But it's not random at all. It's attraction fighting with self-protection. This is why so many men misinterpret signals. If she doesn't walk up and throw herself at you, you assume she's not interested. But that's not how women play the game. Their signals are designed to give them plausible deniability. If you don't pick up on it, they can act like nothing happened. If you do notice and respond, then she can lean into it without losing face. It's subtle, it's strategic, and it works, because most guys miss it completely. And here's the key shift in mindset. Women are not testing your looks, they're testing your awareness. Can you read the room? Can you pick up the micro signals without her spelling it out? That awareness signals confidence, social intelligence, and leadership. All traits women are deeply attracted to. So from now on, stop expecting attraction to be loud. Start recognizing it for what it really is, a quiet game of signals, positioning, and psychology. And once you can read that, you'll realize just how often women have already noticed you and how many chances you've been leaving on the table. All right, now that you get the psychology, let's talk about the actual signs. These are the hidden attraction signals women give off when they see you as more than just another guy in the room. And trust me, once you notice them, you'll start realizing how often they've been right in front of you. First, the eyes never lie. When a woman finds you attractive, her eye contact works differently. It's not the quick, polite glance you'd give a stranger. It lingers, just a little too long. Then, she breaks it fast, as if she wasn't looking at all. But here's the kicker. She'll look back again and again. If you keep catching the same girl's eyes multiple times in one night, that's not random. That's her way of saying, I see you. Do you see me? Second, watch her proximity. Women rarely walk up and plant themselves in front of you. Instead, they drift. They end up in your line of sight. They stand near your group. They pass by more than once, always with a reason. Getting a drink, checking something out, talking to a friend. But somehow, those reasons keep bringing her right where you are. That's not chance, that's strategy. Third, notice her orbit. This is when she finds ways to be around your social bubble. Maybe she joins the conversation you're in. Maybe she laughs at a joke from across the circle. Maybe she inserts herself into the group activity you're leading. She's weaving herself into your world without making it obvious. Fourth, Look at the spotlight effect. If you're genuinely attractive, the vibe changes when you talk. People pause, listen, even adjust their body language toward you. A woman who's into you will pick up on that and give you her full attention. Her focus locks in when you speak, and that's because attraction makes your words carry extra weight. Fifth, pay attention to mirroring. Women unconsciously copy the body language of men they're attracted to. You lean back, she leans back. You touch your face, she does the same a moment later. Beyond that, she syncs her rhythm to yours, her tone, her energy, even the speed she talks. Over time, she might even start adopting your gestures or little phrases. That's her subconscious way of saying, "I'm aligned with you." And finally, listen for the compliments that don't sound like compliments. She might not say, "You're handsome." Instead, she'll say, "There's something different about you. I like your energy. You're just easy to be around." Those are attraction-coded phrases. They come out when she feels the pull, but can't label it directly. Now, here's the thing. None of these signals scream obvious. That's the point. They're designed to fly under the radar. But if you can recognize them, you unlock a whole new level of awareness. And with that awareness, you'll never look at interactions the same way again. Here's something most men never think about. Attraction isn't just about how women respond to you. It's also about how the entire room reacts when you're around. Social proof is one of the strongest signals of male attractiveness. And when you start noticing it, you'll understand why women are drawn to you even before you say a word. Watch what happens when you move through a space. Do people's eyes follow you? Do conversations pause when you join a group? Do people lean in or shift their body language toward you? That's not coincidence. That's the halo effect in action. People unconsciously treat attractive, high-value men as leaders. And women pick up on that instantly. If the crowd is tuned into you, she assumes you must have something rare. That makes you even more magnetic in her eyes. But it's not just women who reveal your attractiveness. Other men do too. And the way they react to you speaks volumes. Confident men, the ones who know their own value, will often show respect. They'll bring you into the circle, ask for your input, or align with you instead of competing. On the flip side, less confident men will start copying you. Maybe they adopt your style, your slang, or even your posture. It's their way of trying to borrow your appeal. And then, there are the insecure guys who feel threatened. They'll talk louder when you're nearby. They'll try to outshine you, cut you off, or even exclude you from conversations. They only act that way because they recognize your presence as competition. Here's the twist. All of those reactions, respect, imitation, competition, are indirect compliments. They confirm that you stand out. You don't need anyone to say it out loud. The room is already telling you. Women notice this dynamic faster than anyone. If other men defer to you, copy you, or even compete with you, she reads that as proof of your value. She doesn't need to know your job title, your income, or your background. Social proof says it for you. That's why you'll often hear people assume things like, "You probably have a ton of options," or "I bet girls are always chasing you." Those assumptions don't come from nothing. They're based on the way others treat you. And here's where it gets powerful. When you recognize these patterns, you stop questioning yourself. You realize that women aren't just noticing you. They're watching how everyone else responds to you. That reflection, that social feedback loop, is what amplifies your attractiveness far beyond what you think you have. Now here's something most guys overlook. Your attractiveness isn't fixed. It's amplified or muted, depending on the context you're in. Different environments highlight different qualities. And when you understand this, you can put yourself in the right situations where your natural appeal multiplies. Take professional settings, for example. At work, In meetings or at conferences, your attractiveness gets layered with competence and authority. If you carry yourself with confidence, people assume you're sharp, capable, and successful. Women in these spaces are quick to notice the mix of appearance plus intelligence. That combination hits differently because it signals long-term value, not just surface-level looks. Now compare that to parties, clubs, or social events. Here the energy is looser, the filters are off, and subtle attraction signals become way easier to spot. Prolonged eye contact, playful teasing, or coincidental proximity happen much more often in these relaxed settings. Women feel freer to position themselves closer, to show interest without worrying about being judged. If you're tuned in, these contexts become a goldmine of signals. Then there's the gym, activity-based groups, or leadership situations. In a gym, your physical discipline and effort are on display. In an intellectual setting, your sharpness and communication stand out. In leadership roles, your dominance and ability to influence others shine. Each of these environments highlights a different layer of your attractiveness, and women respond to those cues instantly. Age also plays a huge role. Younger women tend to focus more on looks, status, and energy. Older, more mature women often respond more to stability, emotional intelligence, and presence. What that means is simple. The older you get, the more multidimensional your appeal becomes, if you keep growing. A man in his 30s or 40s who stays fit, carries himself with confidence, and has built stability will often outshine younger guys who rely only on looks. And here's the key insight. Certain environments bring out your best qualities more than others. When you notice where you naturally get the most attention, you're seeing your attractiveness amplified by context. The smart move is to lean into those environments because they magnify what you already have and make it undeniable to everyone else. So stop thinking attractiveness is just about the mirror. It's not only about your jawline or your haircut. It's about where you are, who you're around, and how those settings spotlight your strengths. That's what turns quiet attraction into something women can't ignore. The wrong room will blind you. The right room will crown you. Here's the part nobody tells you. Real attractiveness isn't one-dimensional. It's not just your looks. It's not just your money. It's not even just your confidence. The truth is, male attractiveness compounds, just like interest in a bank account. Every layer you add multiplies your value in ways you can't even see until other people point it out. Think about it. A guy who's naturally good-looking but lacks depth. He might turn heads, but he won't hold attention for long. Now take a man who's decent-looking, but he's confident, socially sharp, and has his life together. That man becomes magnetic. Add in fitness, financial stability, emotional intelligence, leadership skills, and suddenly you've got what psychologists call total appeal. That's when a woman doesn't just notice your face or your body, she feels the whole package, and that's what sticks in her memory. This is why so many men underestimate themselves. You focus only on one metric. You think, I don't have model looks, so I must not be attractive. Wrong. Women are scanning a bigger picture. They're picking up on your presence, your vibe, how others treat you, how you carry yourself, and whether you project growth. And if those signals line up, you're already 10 steps ahead of guys who only rely on looks. The magic happens when you start stacking qualities. Fitness gives you discipline and presence. Career growth adds ambition and stability. Emotional intelligence shows maturity and depth. Strong social connections prove that you're respected. Each one of those alone is valuable. But together, they don't just add up, they multiply. That's why you'll hear women say, I don't know what it is about him. He just has something. What they're really describing is compound attractiveness in action. And here's the best part. This compounding doesn't stop with age. It actually gets stronger. A man in his 30s or 40s who's built success, experience, and presence while still taking care of himself physically can easily outshine younger guys. Why? Because he brings layers those guys can't fake. He's lived. He's grown. He's earned his confidence instead of faking it. And women can sense that instantly. So stop undervaluing yourself because you're only looking at one factor. Attractiveness isn't a single box to check. It's a portfolio. And if you keep investing in it, the compound effect turns you into the kind of man women don't just notice in the moment. They remember long after. Up to this point, you've seen how attraction works, how women signal it, and how context and compounding factors amplify it. But here's the catch. None of that matters if you can't see it happening in real time. Self-awareness is the bridge between being attractive and actually using that attractiveness to your advantage. Without it, you'll keep downplaying yourself, settling for less, or flat out missing opportunities. So how do you build that awareness? Start by tracking patterns. Most guys brush off signals as random or coincidence. They'll catch eye contact once and think, nah, she was probably just looking around. But if you notice the same girl glancing at you multiple times throughout the night, that's not coincidence, that's consistency. Keep a mental note of those repeating behaviors. When women position themselves near you, when conversations pause as you speak, when guys defer to you in groups, these aren't isolated accidents. Over time, those patterns reveal the truth about your impact. The next step is running small experiments. Think of it as social A/B testing. Show up to a similar event 2 weeks in a row. The first time, stay low energy and reserved. The second time, walk in with higher energy, more presence, more eye contact. Then compare how people react. Did you notice more glances? Did women linger longer in conversations? Did the group shift toward you more often? Those experiments will teach you what amplifies your signals and what dampens them. But awareness isn't just about looking back and analyzing. The real skill is catching signals in the moment. Train yourself to pay attention to micro shifts, the way her body angles toward you, how often she re-engages after pulling back, whether she matches your rhythm when you speak. The more you spot these cues in real time, the more you can respond instead of second-guessing later. And here's the game changer. When you finally align your self-image with how others actually see you, your confidence skyrockets. But it's not arrogance, it's grounded. You're not faking it. You're not overcompensating. You're simply calibrating to reality. That kind of confidence is magnetic because it's authentic. Women feel it immediately. So don't keep guessing. Build awareness like a skill. Track patterns. Run experiments. Catch signals in real time. Because once you know the truth about how people respond to you, you stop selling yourself short and start moving like the man you actually are. Now let's talk about balance. Because here's the truth. Confidence without balance quickly turns into arrogance, and arrogance is the fastest way to kill attraction. On the flip side, humility without confidence makes you invisible. You fade into the background, and women pass you by without a second thought. The sweet spot, the thing that makes you magnetic, is the ability to walk that line between confidence and humility. Think about the most attractive men you've seen in real life. They're not the ones bragging about themselves nonstop, and they're not the quiet, insecure guys hiding in the corner. The men women gravitate toward are the ones who project strength while still being approachable. They know their value, but they don't need to shove it in anyone's face. That combination of power and groundedness tells women, this guy is stable, he's confident, he's safe, but exciting at the same time. Here's where most men mess up. When they finally start realizing they're attractive, they overcorrect. They swing too far into ego. They start flexing, talking down to others, or acting like they're better than everyone. That fake superiority destroys the very qualities that made them attractive in the first place. On the other hand, some men cling too tightly to humility. They downplay every compliment, avoid taking the lead, and convince themselves they're just lucky. That false modesty kills momentum because it signals insecurity. The real move is authentic confidence. That means knowing your worth, recognizing the signals, but not needing external validation to prove it. It's showing strength without making others feel small. It's staying grounded even when you know you could outshine everyone in the room. Authentic confidence says, "I know who I am, and I don't need to prove it to you." That's rare. And because it's rare, it's incredibly attractive. Women are drawn to men who embody that paradox. Powerful but approachable, respected but relatable. It shows emotional maturity. It shows leadership potential. It shows that you're not just good for a quick fling, you're relationship material. So the balance game is simple, but not easy. Don't shrink yourself to seem humble. Don't inflate yourself to seem confident. Operate from reality. When you do that, you project a magnetism most men will never reach, because they're too busy chasing extremes. So let's bring this full circle. You've been walking through life thinking you're average, maybe even below average, because women aren't throwing themselves at you. But now you know the truth. Female attraction doesn't work like Hollywood. It doesn't scream. It whispers. It hides in body language, in repeated glances, in the way she positions herself near you, in the way other men respond to your presence. Most guys miss these signals completely. They assume they're invisible, when in reality, they're already standing out. And here's the twist. When you finally recognize your real impact, your confidence shifts instantly. You stop settling. You stop undervaluing yourself. You start moving with the grounded confidence that women crave and men respect. That shift alone changes everything. Your choices, your relationships, and ultimately, your results in life. But here's the warning. Don't let this realization turn into arrogance. Don't let it inflate your ego. Use it as fuel for growth. Keep improving. Keep sharpening your body, your mind, your social skills. Because the men who never stop leveling up, they're the ones women can't forget. That's how you go from attractive to unforgettable. So here's your next move. Start paying attention. Watch the signals. Notice the patterns. Run the experiments. Build that awareness in real time. Because once you do, you'll never see social interactions the same way again. You'll stop asking, "Am I attractive?" and start realizing, "Of course I am. The room already told me. And now, it's your turn." Smash that like button if this opened your eyes. Subscribe if you're ready for more hidden dating psychology that most men will never learn. And drop a comment below. What's the most confusing sign of attraction you've ever gotten from a girl? I might break it down in the next video. Remember, this isn't about becoming cocky. It's about accurate self-awareness. Because once you know your real value, you stop chasing validation and start owning the game. Drop it if this made you see yourself differently, and tag a brother who needs this wake-up call.